This demonstration is on the multi-language tool within the content management system. This is actually very similar to the HTML tool that you guys probably saw earlier. It's administered in a very similar way with just one key difference. And before I go into the administration of it, I wanted to point out something at the very top of this website as well. We implemented the Spanish language on this site, so you'll see at the very top of the site there's actually a drop down with English and Spanish, as well as American flag and a Mexican flag. You can cycle between the different languages by clicking on either of the flags or using these drop down bars. So right now it's the default language is English, but if I change it to Spanish, you can see that the content inside here, well, this would be Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish, so I just made the text a little bit different, just for demonstration purposes. So you can see that you can cycle between the two. What this tool does is it allows you to create two different versions of the content on your site without actually creating two separate pages. So this is actually just one page, this multi-language demo page, but it's going to display different info based on if I cycle through English or Spanish. So that's just kind of a generalities about it. I actually don't have this site set up so that the menu items change, but generally when we create something like this, we would set it up to where the menu items change as well when you cycle through these. I just don't have it set up that way on this particular demonstration. I just wanted to focus more on the administration using the actual HTML tool. So I'm just going to go back to English really quickly here. So if I wanted to edit any of the content that's in this, all I would do is go to Content Editor. It would be just like edit content in the regular HTML editor. So I'm just going to click on Content Editor. You can see it looks just like the HTML editor with two exceptions actually. One is that you have this language tab at the top where you can cycle through English and Spanish. So if I wanted to make an edit to the English version, then I just choose English, and Spanish version I would just choose the Espanol on there. I can change the title that's at the top. So if I can have a different title for English and Spanish. In this case, I say multi-language in English as my title for the English version. And you can see if I cycle over to the Spanish version, it says multi-language in Espanol. So I'm just going to go back to the English version. I'm just going to put some text on this page, just some random text, and color it red just so that you can see it easily. So I added some red text to the English version of the site. And then on the Spanish version, I'm going to actually scroll down here and click on Update. And then on the Spanish version, I'm just going to cycle the Spanish version using this drop down. And I'm actually going to change, I'm going to add some green text on this page. Choose some green text here. And so the Spanish page should have some new green text. The English page should have some new red text. So once I do that, I just click on Update and Return. And you can see now the English version has this red text. And if I go to the Spanish version, you can see it's got that green text on there. You can see it's really easy to cycle between the two. And just like the HTML editor being used in the majority of your site in general and the administration of it, it'd be the same way with this. It's just a little bit different tool in that it gives you the option to choose between English and Spanish. Also, I do want to note that I just use English and Spanish as an example. There are a ton of languages that we have set up on here. We can actually set up any language on here. We have Japanese, Korean, French, any number of languages. So if you have a question on a particular language, and if we support it, you can just contact us via our website, fiswebservices.com, and we can let you know if we support that particular language. One other thing I wanted to show you on here is a version history. Similar to the HTML editor, there's also a version history. The key difference is it splits it up between your English and Spanish versions. So you have different versions based on English and Spanish. It numbers them, puts a title of it, and displays the actual content and shows the timestamps just like in the HTML editor. And it also similarly gives you the ability to preview or roll back content as well. This green button would actually roll back your content to a previous version. So I did want to point that as well, that using the multi-language, you don't lose the functionality of versioning history. So that will complete our demonstration on the multi-language function.